Are these clubs the hottest irons in the world? It's a very interesting question. Already won major victories this year and previous years, and a set of clubs, a brand I've not reviewed on the channel, certainly in irons, for a very, very long time. Oh, then it backs it up with that. Srixon. The Srixon irons. Now, I've got 3 sets of irons to review in this video. The ZX i7s, the ZX i5s, and the ZX i4s. I've got 4 iron, 7 iron, and pitching wedge in all 3 sets. We're going to review them here in the HIT studio, GC Quad Hitting Pro V1s, and I'm very intrigued and excited. Now, Srixon have a fantastic heritage, certainly of recent years, of winning major tournaments. Like Brooks Koepka's won loads of majors using Srixon irons. JJ Spawn this year won the US Open using this very set of ZX i7 irons. So without further ado, let's get hitting some. We'll talk a little bit about tech as well. And at the end of the video, we're going to look through the data of all 3 sets and see actually what's different between the 3 sets. ZX i7s, I mean, they look clean. Very, very good looking set of irons. What I always think with Srixon irons, they're very sharp, very deliberate edges. Like, it's not curves, it's straight lines. And you can see that in this set here. Even just on the bottom here, it's almost got this right down the middle cut line of the sole. They've almost got this camber. Apparently that's to help with turf interaction as well. That's why they've done it like that. And there's lots and lots of technology to unpack. But before we do that, let's hit a shot. I've got 7 iron in hand. Okay, so this is a 32-degree 7 iron. Probably should land comfortably in the 170s. I've not hit a Srixon iron for so long. I'm really intrigued to see how it feels. Oh, right out the block. Little draw, landed at 179 yards. Oh, that was nice. Looks good. Like behind the golf ball, it's got a wonderful shape. Now I don't love the name, but the ZX i7 iron, this is for the better player. Then you go to the 5s for the kind of middle handicap range, and you go up to the 4s, the ZX i4 for your higher handicap or your game improvement. So I'm starting off with the better player clubs, but they're not scary. I mean, they're just really nice. What I do like, the face has kind of got this, it's got almost a groove inside of the groove for that extra bit of spin. Now this is a condensed forged iron, so it's going to give that kind of really soft feel, and it did. Like, as soon as I hit that first shot, I could tell the feeling was fantastic. So apparently with that condensed forged iron, they've also managed to strip weight from the hosel, which allows for a new softer steel to be used in a single piece. So again, this is all designed on feel. Like that forging process is to give the best, softest feel with this iron. I must admit that, honestly, that felt so, so nice. I actually want to hit another one because it felt that good. Looks so good behind the ball. It really reminds me of my TaylorMade P7 MCs. Like, it looks just like that. A little bit pushy that time, but another good hit. Yeah, it's just landed just a bit short of my target, but ran on nicely. Yeah, really nice. They've also got this pure frame slot behind the sweet spots. That's to enhance that center strike, obviously, but also to help with the off-centered hits. You can kind of see that visible technology on the back of the club, but it's more internal, certainly as you get into the bigger size clubs as well. And these are the ones used by JJ Spawn, eh? I mean, I can see why. They're really just very simple, elegant, beautiful feeling iron. Yeah, really nice. Little tiny draw on that one, but it's going to land on the green and stop, land softly and stop quick. Right, let's hit a few more with the 7, then we'll move around clubs. We'll hit the 4 and the pitching wedge as well. Oh, that's the best one I've hit by a mile. Yeah, really nice flight. Struggling with a little bit of direction, but strike and flight are really nice. Those directions more based on me, I'm afraid. I can't really blame the club for that. I mean, they've all been pin high, just a little bit right or a little tiny bit left. Come on, let's fire one straight down the flag. That'll be an interesting one. I didn't catch that perfect. Yeah, a little bit short, but good end result. Okay, I'm going to hit some of the 4s and the 4 irons and pitching wedges as well of the ZX i7s. Okay, pitching wedge, 46 degrees of loft. Again, just a really nice shaping. Just sit a little bit upright, these irons, so we just need to allow for that. Okay, 4 iron, 22 degrees. Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. It does sometimes worry me that I can hit it closer to the flag with a 4 iron than I do a pitching wedge. Little bullet one. That's mega. Love that. Oh, God, that felt really good. Okay, that's the ZX i7s. Let's jump to the ZX i5s next. Okay, so ZX i5s. Now, if I'm honest, it just looks like a slightly blown up version of the ZX i7s. There's a little bit more technology in it. That main frame has got a little bit bigger. They've actually stripped a little bit more weight and put it high toe as well in this club. In the longer irons, you've got tungsten weight in the toe as well. I mean, it just looks clean. Now, this is for the kind of player distance iron. This is very much in that kind of middle handicap range, or if you're still low handicap and want more distance, this will offer that. The 7 iron is 1 degree stronger at 31 degrees. Just another good looking iron. Everything's a little bit bigger, a little bit longer blade length, a little bit thicker bottom line, little bit marginally thicker top line. I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot in it. Between the ZX i5 and i7, I mean, to me, it's gone up 10%, if that. 10% might be too generous. It's probably gone up 5% in size overall. This does look nice though. So JJ Spawn actually had the 4 iron in the bag from this set when he won the US Open. Bit of a blended iron set. Oh, it's really nice. I feel like Srixon need a slogan, a bit like how Mizuno have got "Nothing Feels Like a Mizuno." I feel like Srixon could have like a line like that, like, you know, nothing feels like a Srixon. They might, I think Mizuno might have an issue with that, but they feel really good. I mean, that is just, it's like, it sounds better than I'm hitting it. Like the actual strike sounds better than the quality of the strike. That was a tiny bit thin, but again, the sound is mega. Look at that for a golf shot. And that was thin, that was bottom grooved, yet what, we're in 10 feet of the flag. I actually hit them better than the ZX i7s. It's probably telling me something. Right, I'll hit some pitching wedges and 4 irons of that set as well. Okay, pitching wedge, 44 degrees. So I might just go a little bit further than the ZX i7s. Okay, the 4 iron ZXi5. The only difference is between this and the i7 is just the back edge, this little section here, back heel. You can actually see, you can see it's poking out as you set it up behind the ball. Certainly if you lean the club forward, you know, you can just see the kind of butt end of the club, which is not, I don't know, it's not the best visual looking down on this club, but I'm sure it'll inspire confidence. Oh, forget everything I've just said. I could look down at that butt end all day. That was mega. That was really, 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 really nice. Great flight, sounded amazing, felt superb. Carry distance was incredible, 211. In fact, I think yeah, 211. I mean, everything you'd want from a 4-iron. Rinse and repeat. It's even slightly better. Didn't curve quite as much. Oh, I'm not hitting 3 better 4-irons than that. Yeah, really solid. Last but not least, the Srixon ZXi4 irons. Now these are the game improvement. You can sense it straight away. Much bigger head. You know, again, a big chunk up from the 7s and the 5s to these. Everything's got a bit bigger, everything's got a bit more exaggerated. The main frame is the big talking point here. The idea is that it saves additional weight and adds more MOI through a network of milled channels on the back side of the face. So again, it's all about forgiveness. What's really interesting, apparently saying this is the softest steel Srixon iron they've ever managed to make, which delivers dramatically better feel. I feel like that statement has been put in the wrong place. Like that statement should have been put on the 5s or the 7s. I'll be impressed if these feel dramatically better, but we'll see. Stronger lofted, without question. 7-iron is 28.5 degrees of loft. So that quick maths is 3.5% more, 3.5 degrees stronger than the 5s. So I'm expecting this to go a much longer way. It's also interesting, this story about the grooves. From 4 to 7-iron, there's wider grooves on the face, and then from 8-iron down to pitching wedge, the grooves get even tighter together for more spin. Big story here, it's the softest steel Srixon I've ever used, which delivers a dramatically better feel. That's a bold shout. And the loft, this is stronger, 28.5 degrees of loft. So that is, quick maths, 1.5, take the 1 there, 2.5 degrees stronger than the ZXi5 and 3.5 degrees stronger than the ZXi7. Let's give it a whirl. I think it's going to go a long way, much longer. It's a big chunk of an iron. Top line's thicker, blade length's longer. I'm excited to hit this. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3 wows. 1 for the feel, 2 for the sound, 3 for the distance. 192 yards of carry distance. That is a long 7-iron. But it felt not like a game improvement iron. Felt better than a game improvement iron, much better. I like that. That'll be interesting. I didn't catch that one brilliant. If that gets on the green, it's nearly carried the green. What on earth? I didn't hit that well. I chunked it slightly, just slightly behind the ball, and it still carried 181. Really nice. I mean, I tickled that one. I tickled it, 181 carry. Honestly, I didn't even try and hit it. I didn't even try and hit it. A little bit skinny, a little bit clean. I think it's going to go in the hole. Oh. Thin to win. Very good. Listen, I've hit 3 strikes there. Pured one, fatted one, thinned one, and they're all there and thereabouts. Very good. Okay, pitching wedge of the ZX i4s. Quite a chunky wedge, to be honest with you. I don't love the look of it. What is interesting, the grooves, you can definitely see how they've narrowed the gap between the grooves and they've added more grooves on the face. It's just quite a chunky wedge. 43 degrees aloft, so I think even at 150 the flag, I'm gonna have to hit this smooth, otherwise it'll go over the green. That was nice, popped up nice and high. Yeah, front edge actually. Okay, last but not least, ZX i4 4-iron, 21 degrees. Again, bit of a chunky monkey, but I think this is going to be a rocket. I really do. Oh, thinned it. Let's see what that does. That was an out and out Healy thin, and it's still, it's putting. It's putting at 230 yards, but that was a Healy thin strike. Oh. Oh, leaving the worst to the last. Oh, that wasn't nice. That wasn't the nicest. For a game improvement 4-iron, I thought this, maybe I'm too relaxed. Maybe I made it a bit too easy. Well, that's the worst shot of it so far in this test. Oh, then it backs it up with that. Maybe I was just being a bit too relaxed, feeling like it was almost like the swingless golf club. Right, this one's going in the hole, come on. That is nice. Really sweet. Really, really nice. Okay, one more. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful. Very, very impressed, Mr. Srixon. Very impressed. So as I mentioned there just at the end, very impressed. Like, seriously impressed. The feel was better than even I anticipated, and I anticipated them to be wonderful feeling, but they're actually surpassed my expectations. Incredible. Let's look at the 7-iron data first. It pretty much stacks up to what we'd expect from the lofts. The 7s, the ZX i7s, carried at 171 yards, pretty solid. As you went slightly stronger in the loft, the ZX i5s carried at 176. The ZX i4s, the strongest of the set, carried at 183. Spin rates are all pretty good. I'd maybe say that just a fraction on the lower side. But peak height was really good, launch was really good, deviation from front to back was excellent. Again, just with the ZX i7, I was just hitting a few little rights, a few little lefts. I actually managed to tighten that up as I got go in and actually started hitting the 5s and the 4s, so very good. Let's have a look at the pitching wedges next. ZX i7 carried 134 yards, pretty standard for a pitching wedge in 46 degrees aloft, spot on. As you went stronger in the loft, the carry distance got a little bit longer. 140 yards for the ZX i5s, 141 yards for the ZX i4s. Again, the only thing I can pick up on is spin is a little bit low. From the 7-irons are a little bit low, even the pitching wedges. Normally with a pitching wedge, I'm looking getting as close to 10,000 RPM as I can. And as you can see here, these are averaging at 7,500, even under 7,000 with the ZX i4, just a little bit on the low side. However, the height and the stopping power was still very impressive. Now, one thing I've not talked about, and I've been very impressed with this set, another thing I'm fairly impressed with is the price. So for a set of clubs, and these are the same price regardless of whether you get the 7s, the 5s or the 4s, ZX i5s, i7s, i4s, £949 for a set, which is It's okay, like it's not ridiculous. You know, many sets now are over £1,000. These are under £1,000. It's good in my books. Right, the 4 irons. The ZX i7 carried at 204. Interestingly, really good spin rates at nearly 4,000, good. The ZX i5, which is probably my favourite, carried at 210 spin rate, again, even closer to 4,000. The ZX i4 did have an average carry distance lower, but I hit that really rogue bad one, that second shot, which was pretty bad. But all in all, very, very, very impressed. And that's where we'll finish this review. Well done, Srixon. These are fantastic irons.